I'm Anissa from Countryside Acres. I've had some people asking me lately on how I make kombucha, and for those of you that don't know, kombucha is a fermented drink. It's a tea that ferments, and then you can add flavoring according to your tastes and things. The reason I like kombucha is because for those of you that know me would know that I love soda drinks, and part of the process of becoming healthy and changing our lifestyle was getting rid of those pops and those soda drinks that I love. So this is another way because it kind of gets carbonized as it ferments and it gets all that bubbly in it. So I really like it. I'll just show you what I have. The ingredients that I use: the green tea, it's organic green tea. I like that because, as far as I know, green tea doesn't have caffeine in it, so it's the children are drink it as well. The other ingredients I have here is honey. I use honey instead of sugar. You can use sugar, but I prefer honey. It's more natural. And I also have a cup here, fermented kombucha from another batch, so previous batch. That'll help with the fermenting process. The other thing I have here is a SCOBY. I have two of them actually on this plate. So if you look at the SCOBY, what this is, it's kind of the bacteria that sits on top of the tea that helps with the fermenting process. It's kind of gross and gooey, but it's alive, and I've heard that we can actually eat this, but I haven't yet tried. I have a jar here that I use. It's an old peanut jar, actually, that I got from my aunt. She didn't know what to do with it, so I took it home, and now I found a use for it. I do my batch in that, or one of my batches in this. In the pot here is about 3 liters of hot water. I've already boiled that, and now I'm just steeping my green tea in it. So it's steeping right now, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my honey into it, and then when it cools down, after my honey is dissolved in there and it's cooled down, then I'll add my 1 cup of kombucha to it, and then I will add some water, some cooler water, when I put it in here to fill up the rest of the jar. Now, the reason we add sugar or honey to the kombucha is to feed this SCOBY. It lives off of the sugar, and that's what actually makes it ferment. I added the honey to this pot, and it's dissolved in. I've stirred it all in. So this pot has tea in it. So the green tea has steeped in this. And now I put in the 1 cup of honey in here, and now it's dissolved. And I will pour this tea honey mixture into this jar. Okay, you can see that I haven't even made it to a halfway point, so that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cold water into the rest of it to bring it up to about this level. And then I will add the SCOBY on top. Okay, so you can see here that I've poured the pot into this jar. And now I have cold water here, and I think it's about 4 liters. I'm going to dump it into here to cool this mixture down. So I brought that water up to about here now, and now it's cooled down. A little stir, just so there's no hot spots in it. Now I'm going to add in the 1 cup of kombucha. Now I did want to put it in when it was hot because it would kill the culture that's in here. And we don't want to do that. The idea is we want it to ferment. We'll give it another stir. And then I will put this in there, our SCOBY. I'm going to put both of them in there just to kind of store the other one in here with it. If I had another batch going, then I would use the one on top, but I don't have another batch, so I'm just going to put them together in this pot. Just kind of keeps them both good. Now sometimes your SCOBY might sink before it starts to ferment. That's okay, it'll come to the top and it'll resurface. Now I will leave this for about a week to ferment, and then you will actually see another layer of SCOBY growing on the surface, and that's how you'll know that it's done. You can do it a little bit longer, you can do it a little bit less. It depends on the taste that you're going for. I know that the less you ferment it, more sweet, I guess, it would taste. So I just put a cloth on the top so that no fruit flies actually can get in it, or anything else might get knocked in it. You don't want to seal the lid or cover it with something solid. You want your kombucha to be able to breathe. It likes the air. It actually ferments quicker and faster if it does have lots of air. So I just cover that up to make sure no fruit flies get in. My theory is if the fruit flies are coming for your kombucha, you're probably doing something right, because they love fermented food. Okay, so that's how I make my starting batch of kombucha. In another week I'll come back and I'll show you the next stage of fermenting process to get the flavor.
Hey, if you enjoyed watching that video and watched Denise making that kombucha, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. This was her first video. She's pretty nervous, so give her a comment down on the bottom. Give some encouragement, never hurts. Also, one of the reasons we make kombucha, or the main reason, is for health benefits. We do have some health concerns here in the family, and we're just looking for more and more alternatives and healthy foods to eat. And kombucha is part of that, being a fermented food. It's very good. We also do a lot of sauerkrauts. She's hoping to do a video on that as well, so stay tuned for that. Also, she's hoping to update this video next week, or make a new one for what she does in the second stage of kombucha by adding some flavors, yeah, just that process. You'll have to watch that next week. So don't forget to subscribe up here, and we'll look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much for watching.